This is verse 37 of the 15th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. The account of the feeding of the 4,000. We've just heard that Jesus distributed through the disciples the meager amount of food that was provided. 7 loaves of bread, small loaves, and a couple of little fish. And yet we now hear at the end of this episode, verse 37 says, Kai. This is the connective ephagon. This is from phago. It means I eat. This is the third person plural aorist active indicative, so they ate, referring to the crowd. The subject is pontes, which is an adjective used substantively, so all. Plural here, and it's going with the plural verb, so all of them ate. Kai, connective akortastheson, from kortazo, means to be filled. It's distantly related to the word for grass, the idea of an expansive area. And actually, the court is actually connected to the idea of a royal court, actually, in terms of an English derivative. It's a long way, of course, from the meaning here, but somehow or other in the vagaries of language, the idea came to be applied to the notion of being filled up. And that's what we have here. This is the third person plural aorist passive indicative. They were filled up, so all of them ate and were filled up. Pontes serving both verbs. Period then. Kai connective. The verb here is down here. Aaron from iro, I take up, or I take away. So this is the third person plural aorist active indicative of iro. So they took up, referring now to the disciples. To, this is the neuter article in the accusative. It's the object of Aaron. So they take up to perisuon. This is from perisuo. It's a participle here. It's the present active participle. Neuter, singular accusative. So they took up the leftovers is the idea. What was left at the end. This is from perisuo, to be left, and the idea of what was left, ton klasmaton. From klao means to break. These are the broken pieces, so the broken fragments. So they took up the remaining broken fragments, the leftovers, you might say. Hepta. This is the adjective, means 7 spuridas, from spuris. Word for a basket, it actually referred to a very large basket. It's the same word that's used to describe Paul being let down in a basket from the wall of Damascus. You may recall that story from the book of Acts. So it's a good-sized basket. I don't know where these baskets came from, but nevertheless, Matthew reports that they were there, and these baskets were full, pleres. This is a adjective basically modifying the basket. So the point is that we started with 7 small loaves of bread and took up at the end of it 7 very large baskets full. And of course, the fish are included there as well, simply speaking of the abundance that came as a result of the miraculous provision that was made on this occasion by Jesus.